Welcome to Zainab Africa, the heartbeat of the continent in one show.
A very good morning and welcome once again. I'm very glad that you are still there on the program Zainab Africa. I am Wime Anetia, and joining me this morning will be, of course, our very guest from Sierra Leone, and Joy Asonye will also be joining us from the online space, and we're having Simbiat Amsat also sit here with us this morning as we get to talk about something very important. It is always said that there is always a freedom of speech, but what we do not know is the freedom after speech. And so conversations around freedom of expression in Africa have once again taken center stage following recent developments that took place in Sierra Leone involving political figure Zainab Sheriff, whose reported remarks about governance and electoral integrity actually led to her arrest and subsequent legal proceedings. The situation has now sparked widespread debate, not just within Sierra Leone, but across the continent, raising important questions about the limit of political criticism, the protection of dissenting voices, and the boundaries set by law in democratic societies. Incidents like these continue to highlight the delicate balance between protecting free speech and maintaining public order. And now, in many African countries, citizens, activists, and political actors are increasingly using both traditional platforms and digital spaces to express dissatisfaction and, of course, are demanding accountability, furthermore also contributing to governance conversations. However, when criticisms attract legal consequences, it prompts a broader reflection on how far freedom of expression extends and at what point political commentary is interpreted as crossing the line. And so today we will be discussing the case of Zainab Sheriff against the backdrop of freedom of expression in Africa. And this is going to be the focus: a blow to free speech or a necessary stand against political incitement. And today I'll be joined by one very important person, and that'll be Joy Asonye, who'll be talking to us from the other side. And of course, we'll be having a legal luminary also talk to us all the way from Sierra Leone. Of course, he has the first-hand information of what is happening at the moment in Sierra Leone when it has to do with freedom of speech and the issue about Zainab. And so, let me first and foremost welcome Joy Asonye. Joy, good morning. I know you can hear me. That you can actually hear me. So let me get to talk to you again. It is just about 15 small minutes away from 11 a.m. here, and I want to know that you're doing very well. So again, let me make sure that you can hear me loud and clear, and then we can talk together. But also, let me inform you that, like I already said, we're going to be having Ibrahim Yusuf Bangura, a legal luminary, a lawyer, and a governance specialist, join us all the way from Sierra Leone as we'll be examining the legal, political, and democratic implications of political speech and the space available for dissent across Africa. Good morning, Ibrahim Yusuf. Ibrahim Yusuf, good morning. Well, while still waiting for Ibrahim Yusuf to join us this morning, I'll be having seated with me this morning as we also get to talk about the issue of freedom of speech in Africa generally, and maybe in other parts of the world.
Welcome to Zainab Africa, the heartbeat of the continent in one show.